Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Matt Prodigy here, and today I'm going to be talking about and stating some opinions about the PS Vita 2 and if we want it or not, and what I personally would like to see from it. Now let's start off with saying what we already know about the PS Vita 2 and the concept of it. At the moment, as of now, we have a patent of a Nintendo Switch-esque Vita 2 from Sony. And in my opinion, I love the way this looks. It reminds me more of the Razer Edge gaming tablet with the controller sticking out of the sides of the console. I know a lot of people are comparing the maybe upcoming PS Vita 2 to the Switch. But the reason a lot of people wanted and bought the Switch was mainly for the games that came out with it, and because it was almost the perfect gaming on the go console. I've seen and played within a Switch. It wasn't mine, but I have played with it. It was my friend's. But I see where this is coming from because it's very portable, light, fun to play, but the current Vita has a more bigger game roster. And sorry, I lost my place. And I personally have a Vita and I play it a lot, but there are some flaws to the Vita, like the memory cards costing a lot to buy, and it not having bumpers and triggers. Uh, it does have bumpers, but it does not have triggers enough to play certain games. You have to get another attachment to play like remote play games, which is the main thing that PS Vita was built for. And that was very disappointing to me. Okay, enough ranting about what we already know. Now let's get into why we want the Vita 2. First off, we want it because, like I said, PlayStation has a huge game library, and I'm only talking about the current Vita. These indie games, PS1 games, and PSP games, and more are the games that people grew up with, and games that maybe kids kids like ages 12, 13, and stuff like that would want to see games like that and are retro and stuff like that. But really, I would also like to touch on another thing that a YouTuber by the name of Nihongo Gamer touched on in a video he made called How PS Vita Might Still Succeed. I will leave a link to that video in the description if you would want to check it out. So basically what he stated is that PS Vita 2 should be able to play PS4 games, and I totally agree with that. But the current PS Vita, with the memory cards, if the memory card has already a PSN account, you can't play any games from that on any other Vita or PlayStation TV that doesn't have that same PSN account. And this could work with PS Vita 2 because if you were to play PS4 games on it, you should be able to keep your games for yourself, and yeah, basically keep your games for yourself so nobody else like steals your games because maybe you paid for those games. And basically, I've always been a fan of the clamshell type design, kind of like the 3DS or the GPD Win. If you've heard of that. I would like something like this. This is a fan-made concept of an Xbox portable. I would like to see something like this from Sony. And I'm going on and on and on about what I would like to see. Again, but we'll stick to what we have now. Right now, we have a patent that Sony put out for the Razer Edge-esque looking gaming tablet. And me personally, I like this. If Sony was actually making a PS Vita 2, they should stick with it. And basically, I would really love to see a new and heavy upgraded PS Vita. Sorry, I lost my place. My head kind of jumbled up a little bit. But if they make it, they should keep the Razor Edge looking concept, like I said. But it seems too interesting to a lot of people, and I would like Sony to take advice from the community about the new Vita and what they want to see in the new Vita, because if we want a Vita 2, we should at least get what we really want and need. And also a gigantic community that they have, why don't they ask them for ideas instead of doing everything on their own? And another thing that I would like to touch on is the Nintendo Switch has a way of playing two-player games without having to dock it. Just imagine having something like that Razer Edge looking thing, but you can take out the tablet like the Razer Edge or like the console thing in the middle and place it in the middle of something just like the Nintendo Switch, and being able to use the gamepad as a separate controller and it having a USB on it to be able to plug in another PS4 controller or just another controller in general. Or you can just have two USB ports to play with two PS4 controllers. That is basically what I would like to see from it. Kind of taking inspiration from the Nintendo Switch, but not completely copying it. So basically, that is all I really wanted to talk about in this PS Vita 2 rant about a whole bunch of other stuff and what I would like to see and stuff like that. And I'm gonna stop ranting now before I lose my mind. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will leave a description to that video that I talked about in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.